Here's something really odd. Liberal media, supposed liberal media hard at work. You know Erin Burnett from CNN? After the Romney speech on the second, kind of the first night of the convention, I guess, what ended up being really the first night, they came back to her after the Romney speech, and she was crying. I mean, literally, she was just so taken with the speech that she was crying on TV, which is, it's fine if she's crying. The thing is, if they were tears of desperation, I would understand. But she was crying because she found the speech so compelling. I'll play this clip shows two things here. The first part is video only, where you'll see that Wolf Blitzer is talking and Erin Burnett is crying. She's just so touched by this Romney speech, which was just riddled with misleading statements and lies and just nonsense. And it made her cry, not because it was so inaccurate, but because she found it touching. And then afterwards saying, yeah, you know, I did shed a tear. I really don't like this. This is after the speech, and there it is, and she's very shaken up.
For Ann Romney, what an exciting moment for her family, certainly for Mitt Romney and all these Republicans who are here.
Erin Burnett just crying. She's crying because of the Ann Romney speech, one of the most ridiculous speeches.
Getting ready to speak right now.
Okay, and then we actually come back and she talks about her crying.
Along with my CNN colleague Erin Burnett, we heard some powerful speeches in the past hour.
We certainly did. Obviously, Mitt Romney officially clinching the Republican presidential nomination today in the roll call, and this evening he made a surprise appearance here in the convention hall to watch his wife, and her speech was just one of the many memorable moments. And I have to say this, Wolf, I think when he came out, there was something about it, her talking about his love for him. I had a tear in my eye. I think a lot of people did, just seeing the love story that it is.
Yeah, we saw that. Wolf Blitzer, I love the look on Wolf. Look at this freeze frame on Wolf Blitzer's face. This is Wolf Blitzer's reaction to Erin Burnett crying. He's just having this total, he's just not reacting in any single way. He's dumbfounded by it. Scintillating analysis. The Ann Romney speech was just so incredible that Erin Burnett started crying. What is going on? How can you see that speech and see the nonsense and spin? I mean, Ann Romney said this is not going to be a speech about politics or parties. And that's all it was about. That's the only thing the speech was about. I mean, it's like double speak.
Here's what I propose. You want complete objectivity as it relates to coverage of a convention or of a political speech. Don't have any commentary at all. Just play the speech. There you go.
That's
called
kind of
C-SPAN.
The C-SPAN, or not really the PBS coverage, but PBS at least did more uninterrupted coverage for sure.
C-SPAN always good if you need to get to sleep quickly.
There you go.